excited to have you here tonight. Tell us, what inspired your latest song?
It's all there in the song, Jack. Heartbreak.
All these are videos generated with Google VEO 3. Now, in today's video, we'll be exploring Google VEO 3, starting with the text-to-video feature, then the image-to-video feature, as well as the scene builder, and finally, we'll explore how to generate speech with it as well. Now, if you still don't have access to Google VEO 3, then you may want to check out my previous video, which shows you how to access it from anywhere in the world. Also, if you're a faceless creator working towards monetizing your YouTube channel, then check out our 90-day YouTube monetization challenge, which will be starting real soon. The link is in the description box below. Now, without wasting time, let's get right into the video. Let's start by getting familiar with the platform. Now, this is Google VEO 3 through Flow. So right here, there's Flow TV as well as Learn Flow. You'll need to click on New Project to start a new project, and this is the window that is going to open. Now, Flow TV is like the explore page of this tool, and I'm saying explore very loosely. So if you go to explore, you'll be able to see other creations. Now, right here, you can choose to see the prompt that was used for any particular generation. So right here is the prompt that was used for this particular generation. You can also choose to have it off. Next, you can choose to have the sound on or off. Now, if you want to watch this on full screen, all you have to do is click on the expand button right here. So once you do that, again, you'll be able to watch all these videos on a full screen. To watch the next clip or the previous one, all you have to do is click on this button right here for the next clip and this one right here for the previous one. To explore different channels, all you have to do is click on this button right here and all these channels are going to open up, so you can choose to explore any of these channels. Finally, there's the short film section, so you can see different short films right here by different people. Now that you're familiar with that, let's go back to the generation page and you'll start with the text to video option. So right here, you can choose the text to video option to get started, but there's also the frames to video, which is basically image to video. And there's also the ingredients to video, but this is only available to Ultra subscribers. In this case, we'll be starting with the text to video, so we are going to choose that. Once you do that, the next thing that you need to do is choose the settings. So right here, you can choose the number of outputs that you want per generation. So you can choose between 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, you'll be able to choose the model that you want to go with. So there's VEO2 fast, VEO3 fast, VEO2 quality, and VEO3 quality. And below each model, you'll be able to see the amount of credits that you're going to consume. Now that you're familiar with that, let's start our very first generation. So we are going to start with the text to video. Now I'll input my first prompt right here, and once that's done, I'll choose the settings that I want. In this case, I'll just have one output. Then I'll choose the VEO3 fast model, and after that, I'll just hit the generate button. So fast forward to the generated video. For some reason, the first generation failed, so I regenerated with the same exact prompt and it worked. So I'm not sure why it failed in the first place. All the same, here is the video output. As you can see, the video output is exactly what we expected. You can see she's in her cozy bedroom and she's applying lipstick in front of a mirror. You can even see the reflections behind her. So yeah, I think the prompt execution on this was done really well. Now you can download this as a GIF or you can download it as a video. Now to add this video to a scene, all you have to do is click on add to scene, this button right here, and the scene builder is going to open up. So once the scene builder opens up, you can choose to extend a particular video or you can choose to create a different video in the same scene. To do that, click on this plus button right here. Now, as you can see, there's jump to and there's extend. So to extend the particular video, you'll have to choose extend, and to jump to a different scene, then click on jump to. So I'm going to start with the extend option. So once you click on extend, now you'll need to input a prompt of how you want to extend your video. So in this case, I'll have to input a prompt of what I want to happen next after the last frame of this video. In this case, I want her to get up and walk out the door. So let's see if we can get that. Now, apparently the 3 model is not available for that, so I'll have to choose a different model. In this case, it's only VEO2 that is available for this, and specifically it's VEO2 only that can be used for this particular task. So basically, I don't like VEO2. The results are always so bogus, but let's just create with it and let's see what we get. So fast forward to the generated video. Here we are. As you can see, the results are just as bogus as I expected. As you can see, there was no prompt appearance at all. The girl is just sitting there applying lipstick. We wanted her to get up and walk out the door. That did not happen. So again, with VEO2, especially VEO2 fast, you can expect the results to be just bad, to be honest. So it seems like the very first prompt that I thought failed actually generated a video. So here's the video that was generated, and I think I'll expand on this. So let's build a scene with this. So I'll click on add to scene, and this is going to open. So in this case, instead of extend, let's try jump to. So you're basically telling it what is going to happen after this scene. So we are inputting the prompt for this. So in this case, I want the girl to be walking towards her car. So as you can see, she's in her bedroom, and we are jumping to a scene where she's just walking to her car. Now, once you do that, next choose the model. So for this, I can choose VEO3, but in this case, I can only use the VEO3 quality option, which is fine. So I'll hit enter, and let's see the results that we get. So fast forward, here we have the video. As you can see, now this did exactly what we wanted it to do. As you can see, the scene goes from her in her bedroom applying lipstick, and the next scene that we see is her walking towards her car in a parking lot. So basically, that is the exact results that we wanted, and that is perfect. So basically, for now, when it comes to the extend option, I would stay away from it until there's a better model to generate with when it comes to that. So you can rearrange your video clips in any order that you want, and to do that, all you have to do is click on this arrange button right here. So once you click on it, you'll be able to move the video clips around, and that way you can rearrange them in any order that you want. So basically, all you have to do is click and drag the videos around until you have them in the order that you want, then hit done once you're done. Now that we've explored the text to video option, let's go over to image to video. In this case, we are going to click on the frames to video option, and in the settings, you'll notice that you cannot use VEO3 fast for this. So the only available models that you can use are VEO2 fast, VEO2 quality, and VEO3 quality. And in this case, I think the best model to use will be VEO3 quality. So I'll choose VEO3 quality in this case. And once that's done, then I'll attach my very first frame. So you can generate an image right here on the platform. And to do that, we'll just input a prompt right here of whatever it is that you want to generate. Next, choose the number of outputs that you want. So you're going to choose whether you want 1, 2, 3, or 4 images as your output. So in this case, I'll just choose one since I'm just demonstrating. Again, this is just going to be free. Once that's done, then hit the generate button and your image will be generated. Now, if you've chosen a lot, like 4 images, you have to go through them and see the best one that you want to use. And once you have one, then click on use this image. Just highlight the image and click on use this image. So once you do that, the image will be attached to your first frame. And if you want to attach the last frame, then all you have to do is click on this button right here, and you can do the same. You can generate an image right on the platform, or you can upload one. Next, we have the camera control option. So we're going to click right here, and you'll be able to see all the available camera control options. So to see the kind of movement you expect, just go to that specific one, and you'll be able to see the movement that you can expect. So I'm going to upload my very own image. In this case, I'll upload this image right here. So once you've uploaded the image, the next thing that you need to do is to crop the image. So if you're okay with the size of your image, then fine. If not, you can always extend it or reduce it according to your needs. In my case, I'm okay with it as is, so I'll just proceed with it right here. So I'll click on crop and save, and my image will be attached. So once that's done, the next thing that you need to do is input the prompt that you want to use for this. So again, you can input a last frame if you want to, You can also include a camera motion. In my case, I'll not be doing that. So for the model, I'll be using VEO 3 quality. Again, you cannot use VEO 3 fast, and like I said, the VEO 2s are a bit unpredictable. The results can be quite bogus, so I'll just go with the VEO 3 quality. So fast forward to our generated video. So I think this is a really good video. I think we can all agree on that. The execution was done so well. They even added the deer that I requested, of which it was not even in the image. So when it comes to the scene builder, you can do the same with image to video. So in this case, I'll click on add to scene. So once you do that, again, you'll have the same choices as we had before. You can choose the jump to or extend. Again, like I said, I'm staying away from extend for now until there's a better model for it. So I'll go to jump to and I'll input the prompt that I want to go with. After that, I'll choose VEO 3 quality as the model of choice. Once that's done, I'll hit enter, and this is just going to start generating the video. So let's see what this came up with. So as you can see, the character remains the same. The prompt execution was done so well. The only difference is that now it seems to be daylight and previously it was at night. But you have to remember that we didn't use the extend option, we used the jump to. So this is very much viable. Honestly, I think that is a really good video, especially when you add the sound effects. The whole scene comes together really well. So basically that's it for the image to video. Now let's explore how to add speech to your generations. When it comes to adding speech to your generations, you can start from either a text or an image. The only thing that matters here is making sure you make it clear who is talking and what exactly it is that they're saying. For example, if you're starting from an image that has multiple characters, then you have to use distinguishing features in the image so that the AI can know who is saying what at what time. So just make sure you highlight whatever it is that is being said, and you can just input it in a prompt just like the one that I'm showing you right now, or you can have it in the traditional dialogue kind of thing, especially if you have multiple characters there. For the model in this case, I'll choose the VEO 3 first since I'm generating from a text. I think it's just going to work fine. Then I'll hit enter. So here are the results for that.
We're so excited to have you here tonight. Tell us, what inspired your latest song?
It's all there in the song, Jack. Heartbreak. That's what inspired it.
So the dialogue for this is pretty decent. The only weird thing going on is that the audience is sitting behind the host and the guest. I'm going to reluctantly blame that on the prompt. So I'll give this a different prompt. So I want to generate the same exact dialogue, but I'll use a different prompt and a different setting. As for the settings, I'll just leave them as they are, and then I'll hit enter and fast forward to the video.
We're so excited to have you here tonight. Tell us, what inspired your latest song?
It's all there in the song, Jack. Heartbreak. That's what inspired it.
So yeah, I think I like the second output way better. It looks more realistic than the first one. Now let's generate another video where singing is involved. So in this case, I'll just use the text to video again. So here's my prompt, and right here in the highlight, you can see I have told the AI exactly what I want it to sing. So let's generate with this and see the kind of results that we get. Now I'll just fast forward to the results.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
So the results are really decent. Other than the singing, which is a bit mechanical, everything else seems to be in order. So that's it. That's VEO 3 for you. It's not perfect, but it's definitely one of the best video generation models out there. Again, if you still don't have access to VEO 3, make sure you check out my previous video. It will show you exactly what you need to do to gain access from anywhere in the world. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions or concerns, make sure you put them in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Until next time, bye-bye.